Ferdinand's mind was reeling. Sage Recon had just alluded that his friend, Ranger Thawkins, might be very old, even though he appeared no more than in his 50s. Thawkins rejoined the duo, halting any chance for a follow-up question.
We need to find Saleya.
That may be difficult. Many years ago there was one clear path to the Ice City, but since then their territory has grown with the power of the tree. The road has become twisted, confusing, missing.
Sage Recon of the Order of Man clearly knew so much, but that made sense since the Order's main mission in the world was to collect information.
If only you had come a few months back.
Sighing, the sage took another sip of his tea.
I had a certain artifact that would have led you to Saleya.
The Arrow of Thenea.
Thawkins nodded.
You know of it?
Sage Recon was clearly shocked, putting his cup down on the table.
How?
Recon, why do you think I'm here?
Recon sighed, shaking his head.
Just when I think the Order are the master of secrets, once again a ranger sets me straight.
Thawkins laughed.
The Order has its secrets, and the Rangers have theirs, but this one was mine. I never included it in a report.
Rangers report nearly every detail of their contracts so that if they are unable to complete one, another ranger can step in and finish it. To not include such a huge detail as the location of an artifact was unheard of.
If word got out the simple sage in a small hamlet had an artifact, it wouldn't be in your possession for long.
Thank you, my friend, for your protection, but it is not in my possession in any case.
Thawkins frowned and leaned forward, putting his hands on his knees.
What happened?
When I first arrived at Monument of the Fallen, they were such frequent targets of raids from pillagers, but I convinced them to build the wall and strengthen their defenses. But before it was completed, my house was raided and the arrow was stolen.
Where are these pillagers now?
Not far from here, but without the manpower to attack them, we've been at a stalemate. We repulsed their last several attacks, and they haven't been back in weeks. When the arrow was missing, I sent word to the Order that we need assistance, but without being able to tell them why, I don't believe I am a priority.
Well, it seems assistance has arrived. We'll go tonight.
Thawkins and Ferdinand stood up to prepare. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Realm of Vasten. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot what series I was doing. That's so weird for me because I've been actually recording a couple different series here recently. If you've been checking out the channel, you've seen a little bit of Parkitect and a little bit of The Witcher, and we did those actually today. And what's nice about those is I can actually record them fairly quickly. Oh no, Criddle. Oh, boo. Rip is what you're supposed to say, apparently, according to the kids. So, hey, I'm in this new hamlet that Mantis and I have been working on, which, by the way, Mantis, I need to apologize. I need to apologize profusely for this. I'm recording this Super Bowl Sunday after the Super Bowl, and I had talked to Mantis earlier today about recording the end of our little thing together today, because I feel like this building and stuff, the sheep pasture and everything is good and like ready to hit sort of the 5-minute, hey, here's what we did, blah blah blah. And then I'm just sitting there watching the Super Bowl, watching the freaking Patriots win again, jerks. And I felt through the force several people unsubscribing from the Boston area. Anyway, I live in Pittsburgh. You know, they're not my favorite team. Anyway, so I was sitting there watching the game. We decided to let my 3-year-old stay up, and he wasn't watching at all. He was watching Beauty and the Beast on his tablet, but hang out with us and stuff. And then all of a sudden, poor Mantis was like, hey, Fix, I guess you didn't make it tonight. I'll see you next time. And it was totally my idea, and I just completely forgot. So I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mantis. I feel like such a big jerk because that's not me. And I know I know whatever. It's probably not a big. It's probably not a big deal. Oh no. I gotta hope Criddle. I hope Criddle. I'll come right back. Okay, we're back. Criddle luckily got all of his stuff back. And actually, really weird. He died underground doing a like a cavern type of thing, and somehow all of his stuff got transported up to the surface, which is weird. Like it's like it all spawned a block higher than he did, and then it like the item elevator thing. I don't know. Anyway, so. So I have not yet recorded the end of the episode with Mantis, where we'll probably discuss this and what we want to do here. So that's not done yet at this time. But I thought this house just all by itself here as a little sheep place, maybe it doesn't make that much sense. I thought maybe we should do a little village. And there's this little tiny kind of peninsula area right here. And, oh, sorry about that. And this just seems like the perfect place to do something right here, right? So that's what I did. So I cut down all these trees, and it's a lot. Like it's many stacks of wood, and then I actually planted some more because I wanted to get some podzol out here. So I planted some of these the old 2x2s here. So now that I planted them, now that they grew and I got the podzol, now I'm gonna recut this because I was thinking that this town should maybe not have any grass to differentiate it from just like the normal forest. Now I know what's going to happen is it's going to snow and it's all going to get covered anyway, so it probably doesn't really matter, but at least we know it's podzol under there, podzol in a podzol coarse dirt, maybe gravel mix sort of situation. I think that's going to work out really well. But yeah, so the idea is I want to lay out today on camera some houses here, and probably several, and I think I'm just going to lay out the foundations. Now this is not something that I usually do when I build, so if you've always wondered about how I do it, I usually just do one house at a time. I just do one house, and then then figure out the next house, and then the next house, that type of thing. But this time I'm going to do a little different. I'm actually going to lay out the entire town of houses, and these are just going to be mainly houses. Maybe one will be like a blacksmith or something, but for the most part, these are really just going to be houses on this whole peninsula. Another thing, I want to get rid of all this ice and fill this in this lake. So there's still going to be water. This is very tough. Let me see here. Game mode. Let me go spectator. So all of this water isn't going to be changed because that's like a real lake. And what I might do is actually connect this. How does this one connect? Yeah, I think what I'll do is get rid of this little one and that one and these little ones in the middle, but maybe connect the big one and have a little bridge. I think that would actually work really well, and maybe a little walkway up there. Yeah, so this is going to turn into a real actual like sort of town hamlet thing. I think it could be really cool, especially shipwreck over there. That's cool. That's actually a really good one too. So I'm not going to move that at all. And yeah, and then we're just gonna work on this house, okay? Okay, anyway. Let me, did I miss one up there? I did. What a jerk I must be. Okay, let me go back into survival, just at this completely random one place here, and whoop. Okay, close call. And continue on my way here. I'm gonna start laying out houses. So, let me cut down this. I want to flatten slightly the terrain, not a lot, but just a little bit, and then I'll come back and we'll actually lay out the design. Okay. All right. So I got a whole bunch of this stuff cleared off, and I feel like there are certainly some places that I still need to continue to clear off. Like for example, this one that I just completely missed. Let me go grab some what's it called? Grass? Yeah, that's what it's called. Out of this box, and yeah, I think we're in a good place, at least to put down the houses and sort of go from there and kind of figure out what's going to be next. You know, I think until you kind of figure out the houses, and as more of these grow, I'm not replanting them because this is really truly just for pods. So we have so much spruce here. So I think let's go ahead and start laying out some houses. So I want to go along the road here. I want to have the road basically untouched. I don't mind moving the road a little bit, but here there's a little outcropping of road. Why would outcrop? Probably because there was a tree there originally, but let's do a house. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll come across here. How about there? Okay. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then let's see. This looks like it's going to go out one more. That'll be good. And yeah, I want to keep these houses small. These houses, the whole idea is, yeah, I'm going to build some... I really want that tree to grow. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, wait, they won't grow. I don't think they'll grow there. Actually, I think that the trick is on these, I think that they need... you can't have anything right next to them for them to grow the too high spruce. So that's okay. So we'll edit. Little edit. I really want that puzzle. I want that puzzle right there. Okay, so there's a house design. No big deal. Easy as that. And these houses, I think they're going to be fairly tight. So let's go another one here. I don't really want them touching, but I want them tight. So let's go over this way. Oh, now, okay. This one can go. Because this is right where there's going to be a house. We'll go over here, and we'll just go along this way. And over here. I think that is likely big enough. Let's come out one. Like that shape? Yeah, I love those shapes. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Let's come over this side. Oh man, I should be shearing these ferns because I really do like them very much. Hey chicken, I don't want to kill you because I like you being around. Adds to the beauty of the town. Let's come over back in here, a little back in here. Oh, that was an accident, but I like it. And then out and just like this. Straight? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, cool house. Great. Okay, let's do one over here. I'll start at the road. You know what? I'll replant these trees in a little bit. Okay, let's go over here. That'll be good. And let's go diagonal. Yeah, I think so. Diagonal. Beautiful. Beautiful diagonal. And should we go diagonal this way? I think so. Cool. And then we'll come this way. And you know what? Oh, let's go here. 2, 2. And then that's it. Diagonal, connect. Okay, cool, perfect. Good house. That's gonna be a little tricky. This one here is gonna be tricky. Okay, but that's all right. It'll be a fun little experiment. And here, let's do a really fairly small house here. Something just along these lines. Yeah, easy. Really small one. Let's take a look. I'm going to go up into spectator. Okay. Let's take a look. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think we can go like 3 more houses in this area. Maybe 2 houses over here. And all of a sudden that looks like a little town. Maybe one over there. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty nice. They're really close together. Let's allow for some space here. Yeah, let's allow for some space. We're gonna let this little valley in here go. Maybe it'll turn into a little mini vegetable garden or something. So, oops, game mode, survival. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go here. Let's go this exact diagonal house. Yeah, I think so. 3 out, in, and then diagonal back, just a few, and then let's bring it up like this. Cool. Yeah, good house, solid. Okay, and then what, should I put one here? Let's put one touching, maybe. This is not the way I usually build, to be just totally honest. It's just not. We're gonna try it, and if it's something that I really love, then maybe, who knows, maybe I'll do a lot more building like this. But these are all gonna be a similar palette, probably not the exact same palette, but close. And oops, I didn't really need that one. Okay, I'm making this one go up a little bit more because I want to show that it's 2 different houses. Like this one's down a block. It would just make it a little bit easier later whenever I come back. Okay, so let's go over here. We'll do maybe a bigger one here. I think that would be good. No, you know what? I want to go right up on the water here because this water is staying. So let's go here. Come back in, come over like this. That would be a nice shape over here. I don't know. I'm trying to think about this. Let's see. Let's bring this one in here. Here? Yeah. And then out just these many. That many. Oh, that way. Okay. That's pretty good, I think. This one's got to come up 2 blocks just to keep it all even. And yeah, I'm going to be doing just basically the same style as that one over there. Those are maybe the richest people in town because they have a really giant mansion. That house is really blown up in size. I didn't really anticipate it or mean for it to get quite that big, but it did. So, okay. So it did. Okay. Where are we at? You think we're good here? I think we could use maybe a house over in this area over here. So let's do another house over here. There's going to be a lot, but these are all going to be very similar, so it's not going to be that difficult to bring them together. Let's do a Minecraft house. Yes. Let's do a Minecraft house. We'll do an XZ house. Let's just call it that. On this channel from now on, anything built without any diagonals or circles or organic shapes is going to be for now called an XZ house. That's the brand new term that I just made up. And still, I think it's still kind of an interesting shape. Well, for some peaks and stuff like that, some different levels. That's going to have to be a 2-story house. And let's just do another one over here. Something over here. Yeah, let's go here. That'll be... Oh, yeah, I don't really want these to touch, actually. That'll be fine. Good. Real little house over here. Cool. Awesome. I think we are good. Let's take a look from above and see where we're at. What do we think? Now, yeah, that tree's going to be gone. I just need to cut it down. I think we're solid. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 houses in this little hamlet. I think that is a good number. Let's get to building. Okay, so the next step on this is I got to build up all the cobblestone between 3 and 4 blocks, and then go back in probably and do some andesite and some crackstone brick type of texture variation, and then figure out what the top's gonna be. I think I'm gonna use all of these kind of things, especially because I have a ton of it. But use the stripped oak, the stripped spruce, note block, spruce, oak fences, trapdoors, all that kind of woody, really woody sort of thing. I think I'm just going to use this exact same palette over here, but 10 times for houses. Okay, so here goes the building part. I'm gonna sleep. Here goes the building part, and I will see you after I get something done. Not all done, something done. Let's talk about the old me versus the new me. The old me would have come into this particular build and probably for one thing, I keep talking about shapes, so I'm not even going to talk about that anymore, but I certainly would not have built these shapes. No way. So these are all sort of random, I hate to say organic, but they're not straight walls, you know? So that's one thing, but we don't even need to discuss that. What is that thing over there? That light, is that just the sun? That's just the sun going down. Is that west? It is west, okay. So that's what the old me would have done. The new me... in addition to building all the weird, crazy shapes and things like that, but the new me would have said, okay, the palette for this is going to be cobblestone at the bottom, and the top is going to be all, say, spruce planks. And then all of these houses, all of these 10 houses would have spruce planks, and that's just it. That's just it. That's all there would be. I'm not that person anymore. So now I need to change sort of the way I think. You know, each of these houses is going to have a different sort of upper half. Some may not even have an upper half. I'm actually thinking maybe this tall one back here doesn't. Actually, I kind of thought maybe this one doesn't, but I think this one, being the one that's nearest to there, needs one. So it's just a different way of thinking, but I think it's a good way. The other thing is, you know, I would have used all the same spruce logs, like, for example, coming up on the side of this, and that's not going to happen this time. So I'm going to be using spruce. I'll be using dark oak. I'll be using oak. I'll be using stripped spruce, dark oak, and oak. You know what I mean? I'll be mixing all of these up. Another thing, the old me would have absolutely made this symmetrical. So like if I put one here, I would put one here. Well, that's not the way I build anymore. So I'm gonna skip one. I'm gonna skip what happened? Did that tree grow or something? That's weird. I'm gonna skip, like, I'm not gonna put one there. I'll skip this and then I'll come over here and then I'll put one here. As a matter of fact, nope, I lied again. I'm gonna leave that corner empty and I'm gonna put one over here. I think it'll be a little bit more interesting. You see what I'm saying about the old me and the new me? So let's just take this down. I'm going to do the same thing here. I know, it's symmetrical. I get it, but I want that little jut out. I want the little jut out here. The other way, too, the old me probably would have left that one there and put this out, like, here on the corner to give that little dimensional aspect. And, you know, there's a lot to that, and I might do that on some of these. In fact, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that on the next one I do, but on some, I don't want that. Some, I think they can go right in. I know this is like against everything I stand for, but I'm learning, I'm evolving before your eyes. So this one, let's go ahead and do that. This one, let's do the old usual, the one where these are right here, and they come right out of the ground in the end. I mean, I like this style of building a lot. This is where I'm probably a little bit more adept and more natural at doing it this way. But I'm always trying to break out of the shell and trying to evolve and trying to become something better than I was. Just giving Criddle a compliment, although I don't think he's looking at his chat right now, or he's ignoring my sweet words of kindness whenever I told him that he's changing the way that I build. But it's true. It's really true. Can mobs spawn in string? I believe so. Buttons? No. Yeah. I'm almost sure they do. I think I've seen them at the end. The end. What's it called? The end. Like, you know, that thing that we built under the end temple. I'm almost sure because I think string's the first thing I tried actually. There, and I don't think it worked, so I had to switch it to buttons. Okay, so how's this? So, excuse me. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I felt pretty bad this morning actually, but I'm feeling a little bit better today. But when the more I talk and the more I breathe, especially at night, I start just coughing so much. I believe they can indeed spawn on string. I think. I just don't know. I don't know that for a fact. I should stop talking because I don't know. I don't know. So I think what I'll do on this guy is come across just kind of... I get pretty consistent coughing spells, so you'll have to excuse some of the cuts. Did I say that already? I might have. I don't know. I don't even know. So I'm just trying to cut whenever I have a coughing spell because I can't talk right after one of those, or else I just keep on coughing. So I thought I would bring you in a little bit of the building process here. This is kind of generally how I lay out the roofs. I've been showing this a little bit, but I think people are interested in this kind of thing. So basically, it's really easy. I'm going to do another one here on camera, so I can show it in here. Let's do this taller one here. Let's do it over here. So let me grab some of this spruce. Okay. And we'll come up here. So basically, I take a look at the build, and this one is going to be really simple. So this one appears that it has basically two sections. So this is going to be a really easy one. So this one is smaller than this one. So that means this roof is going to be higher. So we have two options. Is this a second floor and then a roof? Or is this a low roof and then a high roof? Let's go with a second floor here on this one. So we'll just go, I don't know, that's probably good. Something along these lines. And again, this is very, this is how I do. Oh, you know what? We're gonna edit this a little bit. We're gonna come out one on this and make this a little bit of a peak. So then we'll jump over here. 1, 2, 3. Don't fall. Oh, I knew it. I knew it was gonna fall. And this is what happens. Okay. Hooray! Oh, nope. Hooray! Survival building. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right. And we'll come out one and do here. And then what I want to do is bring this together. Okay, so then this one is going to be another peak. So we'll do this. Come up here. 1, 2. 1. And this will just be another 1. Just like that. Okay, so let's see. This one comes out 1, right? 1, 2. And then something like this. Something like that. Easy one, right? Okay. We'll continue along here. Make this, this guy's going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. That's even with there, so that's a good thing. And then we'll bring this going straight in across. Okay, so this is basically my idea of how I'm doing these little sort of more random builds that I'm just enjoying so much. Now this is gonna be a lower roof, so I really can only do one of these I like a 1 block peak gable. There's certainly a word for this. Could someone help me out? You know, where it's just stepped up, like kind of like that, right? No way I can make this. Oh no, it wasn't really close actually. Okay, all right. Okay, so then once we get up here, now I need to get higher than that roof, right? So what we're gonna do is to make that happen, we're gonna come out 1 and go 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, just like this, till we get close to the middle. Oops. There we go. That might be close enough. The reason why I'm going out 1 before I do this, 1, 2, is A, give it a little bit of an overhang, a little bit of depth. B, I want to definitely tower over this little guy here because that's just going to be more interesting, right? Let's see, something like this. Okay. It'd be really nice if even just one of these was odd, but none of them are. None of them. Everything I've done so far isn't even numbered. And that's okay. 1, 2. Yeah, so we're just going to complete this. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through every single one of these houses as long as it takes. And it's going to take a while, as you can see, especially the stripped oak ones. Ugh, especially whenever I fall. I'm going to go through every single one of these. Nope, that's not even what I want to do. And I'm going to lay out the roof wireframe. Because I find that doing the roof wireframe really helps. You can see the peaks of the whole town. I'm using netherrack. I don't usually use netherrack because I don't usually have it with me. I usually use dirt, but I thought, what the heck? There was some over in that box over there. Maybe I brought it. Maybe Mantis had it. I don't know. I don't remember who. Maybe I had it in my inventory from before. But so yeah. So that's a basic idea. Now it's really hard to see what it's going to be, but after you've done enough of these, you look at that and you're like, oh yeah, that's going to be a cool, interesting little house. So, I'm going to do the rest of these. I'm going to do the rest of these houses and then take out the netherrack, okay? I'll do the rest of these and then we'll start talking second floor and roof designs. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I know it's kind of weird to start mid the end of the episode like that, but a whole bunch of time has passed. As you know, I was recording out of order for a little while to get all of the different collaborations in, and that is now since over. I only have half of an episode with Ninny left to put out, so you'll get that at some point, but I am now officially out of backlog. I'm actually sick again, if you can freaking believe it. It's not nearly as bad as last time, but it really stinks, man. It really stinks. I can't believe I'm sick again. So anyway, I want to wrap this episode up with just showing you sort of what I've been working on. Oblivious has been on all day doing some building. Maybe first house. I'm not really sure. And yeah, just some stuff here. I know Mantis has been hard at work on the HAMLET 2, doing some interiors and things. And look at all that. Look at all that. You'll have to check her videos to see everything. But yeah, like these houses actually have interiors. I did some planting and it's not done yet, but I'm basically out of time. I'm recording this episode 12 minutes before it's supposed to come out. Obviously it's going to be late, but I did plant this field and it's not done. I want to do a little wall kind of like this one just around. I just think that is a nice way to frame it. A nice way to transition from the wheat field to the regular stuff. But I had to come in and replace all of this podzol with dirt. But the good news is now we have a bunch of podzol, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so this HAMLET is, I don't know if it's not done yet. We still need some life spots, but I think I am going to take a break from it because I've been here for like over a week of real time, so I just want to move on now. I wanted to ask your opinion. If you made it to the end of the episode, that means you are a hardcore viewer, because if you know anything about YouTube watch time, most people do not make the end of an episode. So for those of you hardcore viewers, could you leave me a comment on this question? And this is something that I really want to know. Now, as you know, I do pre-record whenever I have time because my schedule is such that sometimes I have a lot of time and then sometimes I have like no time, and that goes like by weeks, you know? So my hardcore friends, my hardcore YouTube friends out there, would it be fun in any way to have like a comment of the day or a question of the day or something like that? Like I know a ton of people do. I know Whip does it. I know Sausage does it. Wells, a million people have done it, right? You know, the thing is I used to think before I had like a viewer base, I used to think that doing a comment of the day was pandering. Oh, totally honestly. I used to think, I was like, oh, you don't really care what I think. But now that I actually have a community around me that's actually paying attention to these videos and watching and supporting and loving so much, now I'm totally different on that. Now I don't think it's pandering at all. I am, like, if I ask a question of the day, I am legitimately completely curious to what you think, because I call you folks, I call you my YouTube friends, because I don't want to use the word fans because that feels really weird. But I actually think that, I actually feel like that, you know what I mean? I feel like that we're just a big group of friends that are sort of building this world up together, even though those of us who do play on Vasten, and those of us who play on Vasten Dimensions, and those of us who are just watching and just checking out and having fun. Look at this. Mates is going to do a schoolhouse. Oh, she's so brilliant. Anyway, so yeah, so let me know. Yeah, comment of the day, yes, question of the day, or no, or not. But yeah, it's weird. It's not pandering, and I know that now that I'm sort of on the other side of it and looking. I'm sure these other guys think the same thing as me. I'm so curious to, like, if I ask a question, and you know, I won't ask a question if I don't care about the answer, you know what I mean? So if I ask a question like, hey, what do you think? Should we use custom trees or not? Obviously, everyone thinks custom trees. But, for example, then I really want to know, what do you think about that? Or I want to know, if I say, hey, what should this building be? I want to know what you think, because, again, I want this to be a community server of way more people who can actually play on it, right? I want this to feel like this is a community who build on this of like 1,000 people who build on Vasten, even though that's not realistic, but because we're all building together. We're all creating this world and the lore together. Speaking of lore, I'm not going to get into it now because I'm wrapping up this episode, but next episode, I have some lore that Joel and I kind of worked out, just shooting the breeze the other night of the Frost Druids. So we got some juicy Frost Druid lore about their sort of political structure, if you care about that kind of thing. Question of the day, do you care about that kind of thing? I'm just kidding. So some Frost Druid political, social structure coming up next episode. We just kind of worked out some kinks on it, so that should be really interesting, I think, to you if you enjoy that that kind of thing. So, but that wraps up for me. That's it for me too. I think. Oh my goodness, that's a nice screenshot here, except for the chest. Okay, there we go. That wraps up for me. I think this is a really nice little Hamlet. It still has some work to do. We're gonna get to that all in good time, but for me, for today, that's it. So let me know what you think. Question of the day, comment of the day. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my friends, these beautiful creators. We have a new creator joining us. A new creator joining us here in the coming days. So a really fine YouTube video maker. And everyone who plays here is doing YouTube or Twitch. I think actually everyone's doing YouTube, I think. But some of us do Twitch in addition. So look forward to that. A new Vasteneer on the way. So I love you guys all so much. Thank you so much for checking out and being such a great supporter. Also, I got my first ever YouTube join member today. So again, thank you for that cheeky foxglove, and I'll be doing your statues here next episode. So love you all and have a great day. Bye.